Hi, welcome to Dish with Trish and welcome to my kitchen. Today we went out for lunch and I neglected to have dessert due to the fact that I don't really eat dessert out because I don't know what's in it. I don't want to be eating margarine, I don't want to be eating a pile of sugar, and I definitely don't want to be eating lard. So what I do is I mostly make all my desserts at home, and that way I at least know what I'm eating. For example, I know how much sugar I'm using, or I can replace my sugar with agave or something else that's a little more healthy. I don't have to use lard. I can use butter when I'm baking. Really, learning how to bake is a good thing, and I'm going to show you today how to make a keep it simple apple crisp that is so delicious. You won't believe it. It's simple to make. Everybody can enjoy it, and most of all, you can still be healthy and feel like that you've eaten a wonderful comfort food without jeopardizing your health or your diet. So let me show you the ingredients we'll be using in this recipe. I've got 6 apples here to make this apple crisp, and I really like to use a variety of apples when I'm making anything to do with apple crisp or apple pie. It just gives it much more flavor. I've got a couple of Granny Smiths here, and then I've got some Roma apples also that we'll be using, and I'm going to be using 6 apples. What you're going to do is peel, slice, and core these apples into about 1/4 inch pieces, and I'll show you what those look like in just a few minutes. I'll also be using 1/4 cup of almond milk, 1/4 cup of applesauce, and that's an unsweetened applesauce, and I love using this applesauce. It's very simple. Using 1½ tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. If you don't have fresh lemon juice, then just use your stuff from a bottle. I often use that, but today I have fresh lemons, so I thought I might as well use them. 1 egg, and that's a brown egg, and there's really no difference between the taste of brown eggs or white eggs. It just depends on what kind of chicken it came from. I'll be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla I have right there, a dash of ground nutmeg, a dash of ground allspice, and then just a little bit of sea salt, this is an unrefined sea salt, has all of its vitamins and minerals contained in it, about 70 of them, and that's what you want to use when you're eating salt or using salt in your cooking. I've peeled, sliced, and diced my apples up into about 1/4 inch pieces, and this is the remains from my apples. These remains are perfect for your deer. If you have a lot of deer running around like we do that are starving, put these out back in your yard and they will come and get them. Don't worry about it. Our apples are peeled, sliced, and diced. They're about 1/4 inch thickness. And we'll spray our 8 by 8 inch glass dish with a nonstick spray, and we'll pop in our apples. You just want to throw those in and disperse of them evenly. And we basically have them about the same size. When you are baking or cooking anything, you always want it about the same size so it cooks evenly. Go. Those are really good apples. Okay, there we are. Here's our mixing bowl here, and with this mixing bowl, we'll pop in a 1/4 cup of almond meal. And it goes 1/2 cup of applesauce. In goes our egg. About 1½ tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. We'll add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Dash of nutmeg. Dash of allspice. About a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There it goes. Now we're just going to mix just like we have it here. That's what it'll look like. And pop this mixture right over top of our apples that are in our 8 by 8 inch dish. Disperse it evenly as you can. This mixture with the egg is what's going to hold everything together. Use that portion, toppings, and we'll go over what we'll be using for our topping. Now we'll turn our oven on to 400 degrees and bake our recipe for about 45 to 50 minutes. What we'll do is go over our crisp top ingredients. 1/2 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of our crushed cornflakes, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon sugar, 2 tablespoons of real butter. I've melted this in the microwave for about 15 seconds. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I've taken this from my freezer and I've placed it in the microwave, taken the chill off of it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Now we'll place these ingredients in with our apple crisp mixture that has been waiting. So you'll take your hands and just sprinkle your almond flour around. And as you remember earlier, we've already got some almond flour in here, and now we have some more. As you can see here, this has no wheat in it. It's a gluten-free recipe. We'll throw in our crushed cornflakes. You can buy crushed cornflakes, or you can just crush your cornflakes yourself, throw them in your food processor and grind them up, or your bullet, or whatever you have. 2 tablespoons of cinnamon sugar. You can buy cinnamon sugar already mixed, or you can watch my video on how to make cinnamon sugar. It's actually more economical too. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. On the top it goes. And we'll take our 2 tablespoons of butter. I like to use a spoon for that. This is going to be really, really yummy. Just drizzle those. I'm going to give my hands a quick rinse, and we'll get this right in the oven. And as you noticed here, we did not dirty up another dish. We just added each of our crisp toppings right into our dish, and that saved on washing of 1 dish. That crumb topping looks delicious. Oven's at 400 degrees. See you back here in about 40-45 minutes. Here we have it. Our gluten-free apple crisp is all done, and it smells delicious. It's all nice and crunchy, and you would never know it's gluten-free. I don't know if you're like me, but I like things really hot. So what I'm going to do is take out a little piece and try it out with some vanilla bean ice cream and let you know how it is. That looks scrumptious, doesn't it? Apple crisp with some vanilla bean ice cream. That looks really good. And now I'm going to try this out. And if you don't want to have ice cream on this apple crisp, you could also add on maybe some vanilla yogurt or something like that. Go. This is really good. It's really hot. Comfort food. You know the ingredients in it, and I'm sure you're going to be making it over and over again. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening.
I had a dream. I will trust in you, Lord, let me not be ashamed. You are my light and my salvation, healing rain. You're the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? You protected me from the great one I saw.